Okay, I'm out in Hongdae now. I'm about to go on a date. It's it's kind of been a while since I've been going on a date. As you guys know, there was like the whole cancer scare with Kano. Luckily, everything worked out. I'm just kind of getting back into the rhythm of life now, and that also entails dating. So, yeah. Funny story, this guy actually canceled on me yesterday. We were supposed to meet at 7 p.m., but then he was like, oh, I think I'm gonna be a little bit late. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So then I waited, and then an hour in, he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't think I'm gonna be able to meet tonight. Do you think tomorrow might work? Now, under normal circumstances, I probably would have blocked this guy or like unmatched him and just kind of moved on with my life, but call it pretty privilege. But I'm giving him another chance. Not only because he's pretty, but also because he did give me his katalog information. So his katalog had his like personal information and more photos and stuff. So at the least, I knew that he was being a little bit more serious than like hiding behind a dating app. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna see what he's about. Hopefully it doesn't turn terribly wrong, but it's okay. In case everything goes wrong, I have my friend groups that are around here that I'm gonna vent to, so everything is in order at the moment. So yeah, all that's left is to meet him, which I will be doing in about like 10 minutes. Yeah, just gotta find parking right now. So yeah, I'll tell you guys how it goes, I guess. Wish me luck.
Watch me walk away, putting myself on display. 1, 2, 3 a day.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get here a little early, so that's good. I can settle in, fix my hair.
On my way to you, good at what I do. I'm OMW, OMW. On my way to you, good at what I do. I'm OMW.
Yeah, so basically this guy's a journalist, and apparently he was still on call, and he ended up having to leave immediately 20 minutes after having a conversation with me. So yeah, I just finished up my cake because I don't waste cake, and I just headed out, I guess. I've been on a lot of dates where I've had to cut dates short, but like by short, I'm talking about like an hour in, right? I've never had a date this short before in my whole entire life. So I'm kind of a little bamboozled, but I get it because it's work. But like, man. Well, he was very apologetic about it, and he did say that he wanted to buy me drinks next time. I don't know. Should I? I don't know. Should I? I don't know. Whatever, it's all good. My friends are in the area. I'm gonna meet up with them, talk to them about it, and yeah, I don't know, I'll keep you guys posted. I'm heading out on another date today. Yeah, so about what happened with the last date, he didn't really contact me back. I didn't really feel the need to go out of my way to contact a person who's kind of flaked on me twice. Yeah, so that's that. It's over. The guy that I'm meeting today, so me and this guy, we actually matched on Tinder like a long time ago. We were supposed to meet, but I ended up not meeting him because he was like pissing me off. Okay, let me give you some context. Now, we had decided to meet on a Sunday. However, on a Friday, I had my schedule fully open. So then I decided to message him, and I asked, hey, what's going on? Are you doing anything today? And he was like, oh, no, I'm actually free right now. And I was like, oh, then do you want to meet today instead of on Sunday? And he was like, oh, actually, that works perfectly for me. So we decided to meet like 4 hours later. And yeah, everything felt right until I realized that I actually had something that night and I completely forgot about it. So I had to reel back. I messaged him again and I was like, I'm so sorry. I actually thought I had a schedule open, but it turns out that I actually have something at night. I think it's gonna be a little bit iffy. Can we just meet on Sunday instead. To be fair, I did tell him like 3 hours in advance, like less than an hour in after telling him let's meet. Now once again, my fault, but this guy, he said, oh, dot dot dot. But I was already ready to leave, and I was like, what are you talking about? We have like 3 hours left. I mean, I didn't say that, but like I was thinking that. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it must be so annoying. I had to cancel last minute like this. I completely forgot about my schedule once again. I'm sorry. What are you doing on Sunday? Can we just meet on Sunday instead? And then he was like, well, it depends. Are you gonna cancel on me again? Just felt like he was being very petty, and I know it's my fault, but just the way that he was replying, I don't know, it just kind of got on my nerves. So I just ended up not replying and circle back to like last week. I matched with this guy on Tinder again, which I didn't know, but then mid-conversation while we were talking again this time around, he was like, oh, I remember you. You have a dog and you live in this area. And I was like, oh yeah, how do you know? He was like, yeah, we were supposed to meet, but then you canceled last minute on me. And I was like, oh dear, here we go. And the memories came flooding back. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. But if you're still down, I'm willing to meet up if your schedule's free, right? And this guy replies, I don't know, dot, dot, dot. I suppose we could meet. Are you sure you're gonna be able to meet me this time? And I was like, yes, 100%. I'll double check my schedule to make sure I'm not double booking or anything. So are you free? He was like, yeah, I guess I am. So we decided to set up a date. Now fast forward to today. I woke up in the morning, messaged him, hey, just double checking, are you still down to meet later today? And he was like, oh yeah, definitely. You're not gonna cancel on me this time again, are you? Ha 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 ha. And at this point, I just feel like he's being very passive aggressive. I remember I was talking to my friends about this, and they said it's either of two situations. Either he is who I think he is, which is like a very passive-aggressive, insecure guy, or he kind of has no social awareness and this is just his way of joking and making fun of me. Are you gonna cancel on me again? I don't know. I don't know if either of those are reasonable excuses. Now, I know that it was my fault, but like at the end of the day, like, my gosh, you gotta let things go. At this point, I don't know. Maybe it is my fault. Let me know if you think it's my fault or if you think he's kind of a little bit insane. But nevertheless, I am on my way to meet him for a quick coffee date. At this point, I'm just doing it for the plot. I really am. Well, the date is over. Honestly, it was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like, if anything, the date in itself was pretty good. We had quite a lot in common. He definitely did have a very weird, quirky, dry sense of humor. But, you know, he loved dogs. He lived fairly close to me. He's also like 35 years old. And yeah, we just kind of hit it off conversationally. Now, will I meet him again? No. Yeah, we're not meeting again. Yeah, there's no chance. And the thing is, I think he did like me, but the biggest deal breaker was the fact that he was not out of the closet. Now look, I live in Korea. Not being out of the closet is honestly not the biggest deal breaker, but it was just the fact that he was just so deep in the closet's asshole. He was so extremely closeted that when I even brought up the question of like, do any of your friends know? Do your parents know? He had this face of repulsion. And he was like, oh, absolutely not. I would rather die than tell my parents. And I was like, okay, well, do you have like a small group of friends that maybe know that you're gay? And he was like, oh, no. My friends try to interrogate me once, but I just tell them that I have a girlfriend and everything. And I was like, oh. Okay. And to make things worse, he lives with his parents. Like, what are we supposed to do? I did not go through the struggle of breaking myself over and over again to come to terms with myself, making sacrifices, cutting people off, just so that I could live my life authentically, only to meet another guy and go back into his closet, you know? Like, the thing is, if he had like a small group of friends that he had come out to, I probably would have been fine with the second date. It's just the fact that we are on completely different life stages. And to be honest, I will disrespect myself in so many other ways in meeting guys, right? I will lower my standards, I will meet these red flags, but one thing that I will never do is go back into someone else's closet. Yeah, that's just a no-brainer for me. So it's a pity because he was actually pretty good looking and we actually hit it off pretty well, but you know, what can we do? I have another 2 dates lined up this month, which is crazy. I don't know what's up with March, but like the dates have been flooding in. Honestly, I'm not complaining. The date wasn't horrible. It just, you know, wasn't meant to be. What can you do? Woo, it's already getting so dark. Yeah, I'm driving home. It's getting pretty late. I'm exhausted. I'm just gonna go home, get into my PJs, watch a BL and eat some dessert and call it a day. Bye bye.